So next thing, comic book news. Let's get down to the comic news. So DC won't be. Last week we didn't report. We just telling you what other people were telling you. But
with spice and sauce.
With us,
okay?
yeah, exactly.
With seasoning. We do it with seasoning.
Yeah,
with seasoning
and sauce. So, as we were saying last week, DiDio has left or been pushed out or whatever. He's not at DC anymore.
Oh dear.
He was co-publisher with Jim Lee. Jim Lee is still there, and it seems like he's staying there as well for now. One thing that kind of irated me last week was listening to a lot of podcasts and watching videos last week, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, who's gonna take over?" And they were giving it like loads of different people's names, and I'm like, "Yeah, but Jim Lee, he's co-publisher at the moment, so why wouldn't they?"
Why does it need to?
Yeah, why would they not keep him? Like,
and he's been around. He's been from Marvel, from Image, DC. He's, you know, I mean, he's got the credentials.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly. And no one was saying his name, so that kind of irked me, man. But yeah, the last week there was C2E2, which was the Chicago Comic Con, and I'm very jealous of that we could not actually be there.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
We will.
I'm quite jealous of Blurds. The Blurds are us, man, because Nana was over there. Yeah.
You bring back snacks.
What up, Blurds?
What up, Blurds? Yeah, if you don't know, Blurds are us are another podcast. They're really good. They talk about movies.
Good one.
Yeah. Go over to their channel and follow them and watch them and do all of that.
And then watch them and then watch us. And it's great. It's great.
But yeah, C2E2 happened last week, and Jim Lee was on a panel. Basically, he said, we've been with Warner Brothers for decades. The actual strategy for DC is to put publishing at center of what we do. It's the engine of all the movies, TV, cartoons we do, and so it's my intent going forward as the publisher to lean into the creative years of my team, to address also, I don't know why, but probably the same people who were talking about Henry Cavill and and what's the other one? Captain.
That was Henry Cavill, but twice.
Yeah. Basically, people were saying that there are rumors about Marvel acquiring DC, and yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. The merger.
Yeah, that.
If anybody can do it, it's Disney.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
Disney's coming, they'll go get it, but there's no need.
Nah.
There's really.
They won't do that.
I would hate that. I would honestly hate that if they were in the same. I would hate. I don't even want to speak it into existence.
MCDC.
No.
MC.
So he actually addressed that. He said to address some of the stuff that's been out there. There's rumors, speculation. I wouldn't put any credence into it. DC has been around for 85 years and will be around for another 85 years. I hope to be doing this panel in 85 years. It's hard to talk about things we haven't announced. Intention not to do a line-wide reboot. Our focus in talking to editorial team is to continue what we've done best: character-driven stories, pairing right characters on right creators on right characters, and developing characters that are inclusive and diverse. So yeah, I'm happy. He's going to be the publisher, the sole publisher there. I think he deserves it, man.
He does. Like, I mean, even if Jimmy was like, I'm bringing out my own thing, like, I would have been like, go for it, because too much talent, way too much creativity is like, it's just untapped knowledge, you know what I mean? So just go for it, kind of thing. So, well, just hang on to him, DC. DC.
That's it.
Listen to him, DC.
So
No lit comics, DC.
so sorry, he's not publisher. He's still the creative officer.
Okay.
So yeah.
But now,
For now. For now. Other news, Ta-Nehisi Coates will end his Black Panther run with issue 25. So what was that?
I said, like, I haven't read any. I'm looking here shocked. I'm like, I haven't read any. You know,
It has been pretty good, man. So he's been writing Black Panther since 2016.
Wow, okay.
And basically what he's done with Black Panther, he's actually expanded Wakanda to a different galaxy. So
oh yeah, he said.
Yeah, so basically spoilers, but what's happened is Black Panther sent some of his guys out to research some planets. They got caught up in a wormhole and got pushed back in time as well. As they do. So the people he sent got stuck in a different time and basically created another world, another Wakanda. So a few thousand or 100 years later, you've got a whole kind of system full of people who have the Wakandan belief system, and you've got different alien factions and stuff like that. So, and they kind of start to turn a bit bad as well. There's a lot of it was a bit confusing at start because you saw characters that were dead already, and the Black Panther, he lost his memory, he got captured there, and it didn't explain it until later on in the series of how he got there and what was happening. So you're kind of left in the loop trying to figure stuff out. But that's the type of person he is. He was originally he originally writes novels and books, so there's a lot of detail.
He just cliffhanger for everybody. He's just like
yeah. So yeah, I wish he could go on. I wish he could expand more on what he's writing, but seems like it's going to be the end in June.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be writing. He'll be back writing. He's writing Captain America at the moment, and that's been pretty sick.
Okay.
So the synopsis for Black Panther reads: the final issue of Ta-Nehisi Coates' landmark run is the end of an era for the Black Panther. As renowned writer Ta-Nehisi Coates concludes his Wakandan epic. Over 4 years, Coates has taken the Black Panther to hell and back and expanded Wakanda into the distant stars. Now in his final issue, he brings T'Challa full circle back to the home he left behind and the crown he has never fully accepted. This is the story of a king who sought to be a hero who was reduced to a slave who advanced into legend, and the man who has struggled to hold up an empire in his bare hands. The journey will conclude, but the legend remains. Don't miss the close of a historic approach in comic history. So yeah, Wakanda forever.
Okay. Wakanda for what bye Nashita, but thanks for your help. Someone step in, melanated, take us Black History Month every day. What we got next?
So the next one is for Kieran, actually.
Was this the surprise that you were talking about?
It was. I thought you would like this.
Where is it?
So basically,
Where is it?
Sean Murphy to oversee White Knight imprints with Nightwing, Batgirl, and more. So basically,
he's so shocked. He's quiet.
Just talking about Richard.
Basically, he's going to be expanding the.
Sorry, I just need to interject. I'm just wondering how many people out there got that.
Come on.
If you didn't, then you're too young.
Yeah.
Okay, you're way too young.
Yeah.
But yeah, carry on.
Okay, so The White Knight, basically, he's going to expand that universe. So there'll be more books. Not only he will be writing, he'll be overseeing it, but there'll be other writers and artist teams who will be writing basically stories on that universe. So,
crying out loud. Sean Murphy, you are killing me. I mean, it's great. I'm excited, and I'm gonna do this. No.
Take my money. Take
it. For crying out loud. A whole universe. It's a whole universe now. Is that what we're doing? We're the create universes. Just take my money.
So he tweeted. So big news actually. DC wants a mini imprint of White Knight. I'll write the bones for the new minis, and they'll set up with the writer /artist team. It will be done between new volumes of Batman White Knight. It will be the Murphyverse. Stay tuned for books on Harley Quinn, Nightwing, and Batgirl.
So how are we feeling about this?
It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. No, I'm excited. I feel two ways about it. I feel excited because if you're not reading the Sean Murphy's Batman comic books, like they're, especially if you grew up in the 90s watching the Batman the animated series and just watched like Tim Burton 89 and what was it, 92 Batman movie, like this has all the nostalgia plus the new stuff that he just put like his own stories as well. It's amazing. It's just that I don't want it. I mean, I do want it to. It's dope. I'm excited. I'm gonna read it all. I actually can't wait. I can't wait. I just don't want to get oversaturated to the point where it becomes not good.
Yeah, I get
you know what I mean? Because these.
I hear you.
Yeah. So it's dope. It's dope. I just want him to get to the point in the Batman comics where he gets to Jason Todd. Because we know Jason Todd is alive, and I thought this series that we're reading now would be about Jason Todd, but it's about Azrael. Give me Jason Todd. I want to see Sean Murphy's record. It's going to be dope. Give me my money. No, take my money. Give me the comic. Yeah.
Give the man Jason
Give him some
Todd.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd. Anyway, this is dope. This is dope. I'm actually really excited for this. I can't wait. Except for the Harley Quinn one.
I need to catch up on the next Curse of the White Knight, so I'm behind.
2 issues behind.
Okay.
It's really good though. It is really good. But Sean Murphy's